What is going on, shoe fanatics? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for sticking in there with me. Thank you for being patient. It's been a long time since I recorded. I think my YouTube told me it's been over 60 days since I recorded. I think it was like the Georgetown joint, somewhere around here. The Georgetown joints that Juan Wilson customized for me. I've been sick twice, had a couple of vacations, had my daughter's birthday, had my birthday, had a retie the knot ceremony. My wife and I got remarried after 20 years. It's been a whirlwind summer, but I'm back, and one of the first shoes I got, actually it's not true, I've got a bunch of other shoes I collected, and we'll talk about that later. But the first shoe I'm gonna review for the channel is this particular one right here in this box, straight from the sneakers app. I was fortunate enough to be able to get this shoe, and looks like the shoe is actually in here, thankfully. Get this guy open. Long running tradition, you already know what this is. Let's check out the box. Size tag reads Air Jordan 1, low OGSP, sail University Red Ridge Rock. As you can see, this is probably a sail colorway with what is supposed to probably be a mocha color Nike on it. And I don't see any of the other collab hits like you do on the Jordan 6s. And there is that smell. It's pretty strong on this particular pair. Right off the bat, you got the pink Cactus Jack paper with the Cactus Jack logo, Cactus Jack writing on the logo, the Air Jordan Wings logo, as well as the Nike Air logo, a bunch of logos. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present to you the Air Jordan 1 Ridge Rock and Sail, AKA the Reverse Mocha. So this is my first Air Jordan 1 low, and it happens to be the Air Jordan 1 low Travis Scott. Let's go ahead and dive right in. I believe what we have here on this nice tumbled leather is the Ridge Rock colorway. Again, I could be mistaken, but it's not very clear about which one is Ridge Rock. I'm gonna make an assumption. This is the Ridge Rock, and this outsole is the Sail. That outsole, according to Nike's website, is pre-aged, which is, a very popular thing right now. So obviously I do not have that shoe, but I think this shoe is supposed to be, or its intended effect is to be the reverse of that Mocha. I can't tell right off the bat if this shoe is a true inverse of the Mocha, but to me, I think this shoe stands alone on its own very nicely. So again, you have the Ridge Rock tumbled leather that's on the toe cap, as well as the eye stays coming around to the back, and everywhere else, you do have this nubuck, which I believe is a Mocha colorway, that should be the inverse of the Jordan 1 Travis Scott Mocha. Now a staple of the Travis Scott Jordan 1 line, you have that large reverse swoosh here, and I guess a sail colorway, which again matches that midsole. On the bottom, you have the standard Air Jordan 1 radial traction pad. The tongue, of course, is the standard nylon material, which comes on every Air Jordan 1, with an off-center Cactus Jack patch, which I really do like. I think that's a dope touch. It's a Cactus Jack patch off-center with the red Nike Air, the white and red Nike Air tag. On the heel of the left shoe, you have in red that frowny face Cactus Jack logo. And on the heel of the right shoe, you have the standard Air Jordan 1 Wings logo. On the insole, you have mirrored Travis Scott, as well as the frowny face and the Nike Air logo. And on the other insole, you have the Jumpman logo, the Cactus Jack, and the Ball and Wings Jordan logo. On the medial side of the shoe, you can see Cactus Jack written in red right next to the swoosh. This particular pair does come with 4 laces in total. The cream or sail that's already laced in the shoe. You have a nice red, looks like a white, and a mocha color pair. So 4 laces in total. If I'm honest, when I wear these, I'll probably switch to the red, but depends on what I'm wearing. Of course, we're gonna do it on feet and get you all these lace swap options. We'll get to that later in the video. And for the shoe itself, that's pretty much it. I mean, you guys know normally I love to give you history and some backstory and talk about the shoes and where they came from, some inspiration. But for this particular shoe, there's not a whole lot that needs to be said. This is the next iteration of 5 total, I believe, Jordan 1 low Travis Scotts. The first one, again, for the umpteenth time, was that Mocha colorway, which came out, I believe, sometime in 2019, 2020. And I believe last year in 2021, we got the Fragment Cactus Jack, which was a really nice shoe. It's got that blue colorway, with the pink laces. Really, really, really dope shoe. This is the 3rd shoe. And as of this recording, I believe Travis Scott wore the reverse noir shoe on stage at a concert, which I believe is the 4th colorway to come out. And the 5th one, I believe, is a noir colorway, which is just an all black one. Now, one of those last 2 shoes, I believe, is a women's exclusive. Stay tuned, either follow Z Sneakerhead or Mr. Unloved Ones on Twitter and Instagram, and they'll always have that information for you as soon as it's available. So again, this shoe came directly from the Sneakers app. There were raffles at Tier 0 stores, as well as a raffle on Travis Scott's website directly. Now, I don't particularly know anyone who hit on any raffles, be it outside or on Travis Scott's website. Now, was this shoe impossible to get? No. I had a feeling, something was just telling me I was gonna be able to hit this shoe on sneakers. Weird, I know, but my account has been pretty hot as of late. And this one, came to me thankfully, and luckily it bounced my way. That being said, this shoe goes for well over $1,000 on the aftermarket. Right when the shoe released, the shoe was as high as $1,400, but here the shoe has cooled down now to $1,000. Now, I believe that's the case because the shoe's in people's hands, and once those shoes have all been dispersed, I expect the price to probably climb up slowly, if not matching the fragment price or close to it of around $1,400 for a size 11. Now, the only reason why I mention resale is because some of you may really want this shoe. I don't particularly think it's worth the $1,400 that you're going to pay for it. A lot of it is all hype, if we're being honest. This is a hype shoe. It's not necessarily that great of a shoe. It's definitely worth retail and maybe over a little. For $1,400, there's no way I can co-sign having this in your collection for that much money. But then that does beg the question, who this shoe is for. Is this for fans of Travis Scott? Is this for fans of Jordan 1s? That's the eternal question about the intent or purpose of a shoe. And that's because I'm not the biggest Travis Scott fan, but I am a fan of Jordan shoes. This also begs the question about what's going to happen with Travis Scott and his future with Jordan brand. Not to rehash a sore subject, but we know that Travis Scott and his shoes were put on hiatus after an unfortunate incident happened at Astroworld Festival, I believe, last year. Now, when this year rolled around, the Air Max that was due to drop last year came hot and heavy. And that shoe sold out, and I believe it have a pretty decent price attached to it on the aftermarket. And also, with that being said, there were some Cactus Jack trainers that launched that are really cool on the aftermarket. And that just goes to show everything that Cactus Jack or Travis Scott puts his name on doesn't necessarily have to be a super hype and limited collaboration. Now, as soon as the Air Jordan 1 low came out, the hype instantly reared its head again, and we're back to square one. Begging the question, how much of what Travis Scott does outside of the Jordan 1 collabs has an influence on the Jordan 1 collabs? It seems like things are back to normal. People have either moved on, they forgave and forgot, or they just never cared in the first place. There was a dollar sign attached to the shoe, hype attached to the shoe, and everything else was secondary to that. To each their own, however, and whatever your motivations are for copying these shoes, I'm thankful that you guys are still here enjoying this with me. With all that being said, thank you guys for joining me. I have a ton of shoes that I have not got a chance to review. I'm gonna do a short reel on my YouTube channel and highlight them bang, 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 bang. Let me know which of those you'd like to see me do a review on next. As always, thank you so much. Hey, if I haven't said it already, hit that subscribe button. That's obligatory. Every YouTube creator says it all the time. Hit that subscribe button, feed the algorithm, as Mr. Homer Simpson would say. Thank you all for joining me. This has been the Air Jordan 1 Ridge Rock and Sale Travis Scott Reverse Mocha. I appreciate y'all. Check the on feed. I'm out.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Let's go. Oh, the original cut. There it absolutely is. I might like it better than the 2020 version. So I'm right. And I had to have